Hi, I'm Kevin from KJ&SD, and I fully approve this video.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 10 months. 10 months. Last May, Dave Love went into the hospital because he had a heart attack. Okay, it was a mild heart attack, but it was still a heart attack. And when they discharged him, they told him he needed a triple bypass. Okay, a triple heart bypass. That's when they take veins and they put, I don't know how to explain it, but, they take a vein out of another artery, or an artery out of somewhere else in your body. When my dad had his quadruple bypass, they took an artery out of his leg and they went and they fixed it up. Basically bypassing 4 places that were clogged or whatever, couldn't get through, so they had to put the extra artery in there to anyway, that's what Dave needed. And they told him when he left the hospital that it would be a 2 or 3 week wait. 2 or 3 weeks. Turned into 10 months. And I guess his heart couldn't wait any longer and it gave out. And there you go. He's gone. Why? Because the doctors and the hospital and the whole fucking medical profession cannot be trusted anymore. At least not by me. Not after that. They should have, honestly, hospitals should put heart surgery on the top of the list. They should make it their top priority, okay? Sure, 2 or 3 people ahead of them, whatever, But they should put it at the top of the list according to severity and whatever. It shouldn't be because, we have all these other different procedures first, so we're not, Another thing is, don't lie to your patients. Seriously. It'll be 2 or 3 weeks. Don't worry about it. We'll give you a call. He's sitting at home, 68-year-old Christian man who, by the glory of God, not making fun of him, just saying, most devout Christians trust people, okay? And most of the time, it's a fault because you trust somebody way too much. And what do? They walk all over you like you're a doormat. So basically, he put all of his trust in the medical profession that said it would be 2 or 3 weeks of waiting. And he waited and waited and waited, weeks turned into months and months, and it was almost a year, 2 months shy of a whole year before they even did anything about it. They didn't even call him. They didn't do anything. He just... June, his wife, should actually sue the hospital for that. Honestly, it pisses me off. I mean, okay, yeah, sure, Dave was in my movie, The Case, right? That's not all. That's not the only way I know him. Let's see. I've known him all my life. He's been in my church since before I was born, right? He was my Sunday school teacher when I was a kid. What else? Oh, in 99, oh wait, my oldest daughter was 6. So, 2002. Her mother got jealous because I was seeing my daughter at my parents' place. And she came down and took her away. Before I knew it, she actually charged me with assault. She went to the cops and said that I hit her. I didn't even do any such thing, and I've got 2 witnesses. My mother and my father were sitting right there. She started yelling at me. I went to my room, and she left with the kid. There was no hitting involved from either one of us. My dad was having an angina attack because of it. But anyway, that's beside the point. So she charges me with assault. I go to court, and they say the only way that I can get out of it or drop the charges is to go through anger management. Well, Dave Love happened to be an anger management therapist. So I went and saw him, and he helped me through that. You know, so he's more than just someone that goes to my church, a Sunday school teacher, you know, a friend. He's more than that, you know. He's always there. He's always done stuff, you know. Like, basically, what he is to me, he was a good family friend. He was my Sunday school teacher when I was a kid. He was my anger management therapist in 2002. And I was still talking to him about anger up until a couple months ago. And he played Stanley Payne in The Case. You know, it's just another really, really, really nice person that did not deserve to die. Didn't deserve it at all. I mean, he never did anything bad to anybody that I know of. Apparently he used to be a cop, from what I hear. I think my mother told me that. Yeah. Because when we were filming The Case, okay, you know that scene where the masked guy, it was actually me, anyway, came up to him from behind with the gun to his head, and he turns around and he tackles him, and well, that was real. You know, like, that came from years of police training, apparently. And he actually did knock me down on my ass, but he fell over too and hurt his ribs or something. But anyway, beside the point. The point is, you know, they waited 10 months. Who knows how long they, you know, how much longer they would have waited if, you know, he was still alive. That's fucking insane, you know, and it's not the first time either. Let's see. There were two local women that got sent home from the hospital. Oh, yeah, okay, they checked them out. Okay, you're fine. It's nothing. Go home. Here's some medication. Go home. And guess what? They take a cab home, get out of the cab, and they died on their front porch. Seriously, there's this old guy, this old man, the hospital told him to go home because nothing they can do with him. Gets in a cab drops him off, he walks up to his front steps, cab takes off, the guy collapses, and neighbors don't notice him for a couple days, because it collapsed in the snow and I guess it covered him or something. But anyway, another incident is a guy was in the emergency waiting room and, something, I don't know, he had a severe condition anyway. And he died in the waiting room, waiting for someone to look after him. It's pathetic. There's another incident where a guy was actually in a hospital room in his bed, dead for 48 hours, and they didn't even know. Seriously? What kind of doctor or nurse doesn't check on a patient on a regular basis like that? Oh yeah, just leave him alone. Why? Because he's not making any noise? Well, he's not making any noise because he's dead. Go and look. Go and check him out. I mean, you don't just ignore patients like that. I hope whoever was on duty at the time got fired for that, because that's just negligence right there. Another incident actually happened with my sister. Yes, I know, I hate my sister, can't stand her, but this happened with her. She went into the hospital to get her tubes tied. Okay, this was after my niece was born. Obviously. And she went back after that, complaining of stomach pains or whatever. Turns out that the nurse actually left a sponge from the surgery, like from the operation, inside of her. That nurse got fired. Apparently it wasn't the first time she did it either. This is why I will never trust anybody in a hospital. I will not go to the emergency ward. I will not. No, not going to a hospital for anything. All I'm doing, health-wise, is going to see my cardiologist, and that's it. Because he actually knows what he's doing. I actually trust this guy. He's been with me since birth. So, as far as anything else, like a walk-in clinic, a hospital, emergency ward, whatever, I don't care how severe it is, I'm not going because I don't trust them anymore because of what they did to my best friend.